Hi, this is Ignoble Gnome, and I've got another update on YTry for you. I've done some navigation changes, and now I'm trying to take advantage of sort of adaptive turning, where it'll turn more sharply when it sees an object that's closer, and it'll turn more gently when it's a little further away and might have time to correct out of the turn. It's also making these adjustments without stopping, so unlike the Start Here robot, where we move forward as far as we can, then we stop, look left, right, and choose the further distance. YTry is now turning on the fly, and if he turns the wrong way towards the shorter, a better block or worse block, then he just has to back up a little bit. So let's take a look. Here he is, and you can see the sharp sensor on the front, and that is linked to his front wheel steering, so he's looking wherever he's going. This is a little module I built that I'm calling Sound and Fury. That's just some LEDs and a piezo speaker and lots of wires. We'll talk about that another time. But there is the micro bottino that powers the guy. Here we go. Let's see how he does. I've set up a little area for him to practice in. Alright, here we go. Now his initial code just decides on boot up if he'll turn left or right as a default, randomly selected. Alright, let's turn him around so he's back in here. Okay, so watch how he goes. Well, after this turn. Okay. See how he's... Now watch as he gets closer. I'm hoping that you'll see a good turn where he gets to really adapt it. If he comes at something at an angle, it's best. See how he edges away, turns more sharply, and then if he gets too close, he checks, makes a sharp turn out of there. So each of these turns has a different definition for what angle to turn his front wheel. The important thing for most people is, though, that you can use the same algorithm minus the servo moves to steer any differential steered robot. So I'll post the code because I think people might like to be able to do this kind of adaptive turning. Now, one problem that I have with YTry is just because the sensor is checking just his middle, and his back end is so kind of wide that he can get into positions where he thinks it's clear and it's not. And I've got to add some bump sensors or something else to correct for that. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this first update to the navigation code. I like how he kind of tweaks his way around. If this was a little bit of a wider angle, I wonder if he'll make the turn. Not quite. Let's see, let's try one more time. I lined him up badly for that. Let's try this one more time. That's what the kind of typical problem you can see, where the angle was bad, so he couldn't turn. Anyway, let me turn him off. So, successful test of that turning algorithm. Seems to work pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I'm going to post the code. It's version 1.5, and I'll continue tweaking and try to make it better. And hope you liked it.